right? CBSE examinations for class 12 postponed, class 10 exams cancelled. So friends, many people were calling for a postponement of the exams, CBSE exams. So now class 12 exams have been postponed and class 10 exams have been cancelled, completely cancelled. Right friends, with 17,000 plus cases, Delhi breaks daily record again. So friends, this is an STD and a huge rise in cases. I mean, previously the cases were hovering around 7,000. So almost there is a 10,000 plus increase in the daily number of cases. Right, friends? State obliged to facilitate access to education, says Supreme Court. Bench orders admission to 2 students in medical colleges. Right, friends? State government or uh, state has the responsibility of providing education. Right, friends? Hospitals forced to turn away COVID patients in Bihar. Major government hospitals filled to capacity. Minister 2 IAS officers among 4,000 plus new cases in the state. Alright friends, Haryana Garments Unit oppose quota in jobs. GEMA seeks exemption from the new law. Friends, new law prescribed reservation for the local people. Now the government's units oppose the reservation quota. Right, friends. 331 child laborers rescued in 2020-21 compared to 202 in last 3 years. DCPCR. Friends, DCPCR, Delhi Commission for Protection of Children's Rights. Commission chairperson lauds efficient citizen reporting. So because of the efficient citizen reporting, the number of rescues have been increased. Right, friends. Kumbh Mela lacks ignore virus concerns to take a holy dip. So friends, as we already discussed, the mass gatherings have to be abandoned for some period of time as the COVID cases are rising. Right friends, Rajasthan gets its first wellness resource center. It will cover several aspects of wellness. So friends, now the focus has been shifted from disease control to health and wellness. So for Rajasthan, in this process, Rajasthan gets first wellness resource center. Right, friends. Fastags, Fastag does not violate right to free movement, says center. So, friends, because of the Fastag, the movement of the vehicle will be tracked all over. So, some may think that it is a violation of the right to freedom for movement, but the center says it is not. So, it is not violation of the right to free movement. Right, friends. Now we will see some editorial articles. The lead article is why less may be more for India and China. A conversation driven by hard talk and finding shared interests, even if modest ones, may be amply rewarding. So here the author of the article feels that as a dialogue has been started with the Pakistan, the same should be done with China also, and we have to find some common interest to start a dialogue. But friends, in reality, if we see, there are very few areas that India and China can find a common ground. I mean, there are very less chance for common interest at present time between India and China. Still, the author feels that even the modest interest, they have to be found, and a debate or a discussion has to be started on them in order to start the peace process. Right, friends. Institutions, caste, and the vital cog of trust. The findings based on the IHDS on castes and their trust in state governments, the judiciary, and the police are revealing. Friends, IHDS is India Human Development Survey 2015. So it has some relance with the trust between the state and the citizens. and as well as it is important in regard in the perspective of society and social issues. So I will try to cover this article in detail in other session. Right friends, twin troubles, inflation should not be allowed to undermine purchasing power, overall economic stability. So this is about the inflation, and is a comparatively high rising in the inflation. So it has almost reached 6% in recent months. Right friends, the secrecy around the deaths after vaccination, transparency on adverse events following immunization alone can gain the confidence of the people. So the adverse events have been reported after the vaccination. Here the author feels that there should be a transparency around the issue, then only people's confidence will increase in the process of vaccination. Right friends, navigation with permission. Any state which wishes to conduct military exercises in an exclusive economic zone must first consult the coastal state. So friends, 2 days back there was an article about USA conducting freedom of navigation operations off the coast of Lakshadweep. So here the US made a public statement saying that there is no need to take the prior permission from the related country. So here the answer comes. The article says that the conducting states who are conducting the military exercises, they have to take the permission of the littoral country, to which the exclusive economic zone belongs. So in this case, the USA must have taken the permission or must have intimated India before conducting the operations. Right friends, it's time to enact a Seras Act. It would do justice to those convicted in the LGBTQ plus community, including Ramachandra Seras. So friends, Ramachandra Seras, he was the professor of Aligarh Muslim University and he was terminated from his service when he found having a consensual sex with another male person. He won the case and got back his job, but there are many other people who have suffered under the section 377 of the Indian Penal Code. So the article talks about all the people who have convicted must be ex post facto declared innocent, and for that a Seras Act should be enacted to do justice to them. Right friends, India Russia committed to S-400 deal envoy. We do not recognize US sanctions, says Kudashev. However, both countries diverge over America's Indo-Pacific strategy. So India and Russia are going forward with the S-400 deal. Right friends, hope India reviews stand on pacts. It has crucial role to play in the region, says Singapore Foreign Minister. So friends, this is about the trade pacts and India unilaterally withdrawing from all the bilateral trade investment agreements because it has faced adverse decisions or judgments in the international arena. Right friends, Quad navies enjoy excuse me, high degree of interoperability, can come together quickly, says Admiral Singh. Right friends, PM calls of meeting with French FM, new protocol due to COVID-19 crisis. So because of the new protocol, the meeting has been cancelled. Right friends, former CEC Krishnamurthy passes away. So try to know a little bit more about the former Chief Election Commissioner. Right friends, nearly 2 lakh new cases, 990 deaths reported. Maharashtra, Delhi and Gujarat saw the most fatalities. So 2 lakh cases daily case count is reaching 2 lakh cases. So the cases are really rising very fast. Right friends, rate of vaccination inadequate. analysis of data shows that states are not seeing a respite from second wave. So the rate of vaccination is inadequate. We have to mop up more vaccines, and we have to uh, uh, increase the vaccination rate. Okay friends, Tika Utsav draws moderate response, 11.4 million doses given. The 4-day drive was organized to accelerate vaccination. Right friend? Imported Sputnik V to be available this quarter. Discussion on pricing is underway. So the Russian vaccine, that is Sputnik V, will be made available in this quarter itself. Alright friends, these are some entertainment news. Now we will see some news from across the world. Friends, NATO to exit Afghanistan along with US. Around 7,000 non-US forces from mainly NATO countries rely on the US for crucial air support, capable of defending our people, says Ashraf Ghani. Right friends, NATO is also set to exit Afghanistan along with USA. Right friends, 60% of enrichment in response to Israel's terrorism, says Iran. UK, France, Germany express grave concern over move. So friends, with the election of Joe Biden in United States of America, there was a hope that the JCPOA might be revived, as Hassan Rouhani is a moderate and he is willing to concede some ground and accept the enrichment restrictions. So but the things are moving the other way around. So now he declared that the Iran is going to enrich 60% of uranium. The uranium will be enriched to 60%. So the things are moving in the opposite direction as we have expected. Right friends, Pak to ban radical Islamist party. Move comes after 3 days of clashes, left 7 dead, 300 policemen injured. Friends, the radical Islamist party is Tehreek-e Tabaik Pakistan. So it started protests and it led to violence. Okay friends, Sri Lanka bans IS, 10 other extremist groups. The move comes a week ahead of the second anniversary of the Easter Friday attacks. Right friends, now we will see some business news. Infosys Q4 net rises 17.5% on large deals. FIM forecasts 12 to 14% revenue growth for financial year 22. Board gives nod for 9,200 crore open market buyback. Friends, try to be aware of the the buyback, why the companies are buying back their shares, and what its impact will be on the overall economy. And there were some development in the previous year's budget about the buyback of shares. The government has imposed some tax on the buybacks, so try to be aware of the entire issue of the buyback of shares. Right friends, India can be hardware manufacturing hub, supply chains exiting China, Smith. So India have missed manufacturing kind of industrial revolution or manufacturing revolution. So as the supply chains are now exiting China, India stands a fair chance of becoming the manufacturing hub. Right friends, India's public debt level among highest in the emerging economies, debt affordability among weakest alongside Ghana, Moody. So friends, the India's public debt level is highest among the emerging countries, but the positive thing is our exposure to foreign debt, that is very less. So that is the comforting thing. But overall public debt, that is highest among the developing countries. Right friends, this is all from today's newspaper. Thank you for joining me. Have a good day.